If you're trying to understand the unit circle, you have to understand how to divide it into specific equal parts, and then that will help with memorizing both radians and degrees. We need to divide a semicircle into different parts, and we're going to start with dividing by 2. Here's 1/2, 2 halves, right? Half of a semicircle, 2 halves of a semicircle. But we're going to keep going throughout 2 full semicircles. That's 1/2, 2 halves, 3 halves, 4 halves. Now we're going to divide it into fourths, which will include the halves and then also halfway in between all of those. 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4, 5/4, 6/4, 7/4, 8/4, which reduces to 2. Now we're going to divide by 3, which gets a little harder. It's harder to see just right off the top of your head, but a way that you can remember it is it's going to be the lines that are closer to the y-axis and then on the x-axis. We have 1/3, 2/3. See how that divided it? And then 3/3. We divided the semicircle into thirds, but it's the ones closer to the y-axis and on the x-axis. 1/3, 2/3, 3/3. Again, closer to the y, 4/3, 5/3, 6/3, which is 2. And finally, we're going to divide by 6, which is going to include all of the thirds and cutting those in half. But a way that you can remember that is we're basically going to just be hitting every single line except the 45, the ones that are right in the middle of the quadrants. 1/6, we're going to skip that one. 2/6, 3/6, 4/6, skip that one because it's in the middle of the quadrant. 5/6, 6/6, which reduces to 1 semicircle. 7/6, skip that one. 8/6, 9/6, 10/6, skip that one. 11/6, and 12/6, which reduces to 2. And so here's another picture of it if you want that to look at to try to memorize. This is really the only thing you have to memorize. If you have this memorized, you won't really have to memorize any of the degrees and radians because it'll all kind of fall into place from here.